What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some Mass Effect. Let's go ahead and resume the journey. I did want to adjust a few things in the options, mainly just the audio, though. I was going back and watching the last episode, and some of the sound effects are pretty loud. I feel like everything else is pretty good. Is it going to jump us straight in? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's go to options, sound. Let's turn sound effects down a little bit to 90. Let's boost music up to 85. Let's see how that is. Dialogue at 100 is still good. Last but not least, recovered items. Okay. So we're really just focusing on pistols and sniper rifles. So this has a little more damage, but less heat sink capacity. So I kind of like our 4. But pistols, Stinger 2 sounds nasty. I mean, that's flat out better than what we have. Anything else that's good? Doesn't look like it. We do have some ammo. Damage versus synthetics, organics, cooldown reduction. Let's go back here. Let's go to our sniper. You have hammerhead rounds, which should be, I'm assuming that's more damage. What is this? Combat sensor? Some enemies use jamming technology to block your weapon's radar. The combat scanner upgrade improves detection levels and making these enemies visible. I don't understand. There's ammo upgrades and weapon upgrades. Okay, so that's the weapon upgrade slot. That sniper isn't better, right? No, I like what we have. So we have hammerhead rounds 1. I might choose the cooldown reduction instead. Let's go with that. And then if we look at our pistol, let's do weapons force for our pistol. And then we have no weapon upgrades. Okay, so if we look at Ashley, she's mainly using the assault rifle, right? Let's do more damage. And then we'll give you the synthetic rounds. I don't know if you'll be using anything else. We do have some other armor, don't we? Ooh. More damage protection, but less tech biotic. Why can't we use this stuff? Is she not like high enough level? What's the issue here? Because she can wear this medium armor. Do we have any armor upgrades? We do not. Okay. I kind of like both of you guys having the assault rifles. And I think I'm cool with using the less accuracy. And then we'll give you cooldown reduction, radioactive rounds 1. And then what kind of ammo or armor can you use? So you only have this light armor available, but that's the same as what you have. For me, yeah, none of this is better. So then if we... Is this our Omni Gel and this is like our currency? Okay, that gave us 20 Omni Gel. And is Omni Gel how we use, like, abilities? So if we mark both of these, Omni Gel convert all junk. Okay, so the trash can marks it as junk. Good to know. Let's just sort out our inventory real quick. We have some shotguns, we have some assault rifles. I'm gonna leave the rest alone. You have 6 points. Let's go ahead and get Charm and Intimidate all the way up. We haven't used any of our abilities. Damage protection, shield boost ability, unlocks medium armor. Required 5 pistol points, 6 points in tactical armor, 4 points in electronics, 7 points in decryption. Increases the amount of Omni Gel recovered. Opens secure objects, which shuts down enemy weapons. Let's do 1 in each here. Ashley, yeah, we're going assault rifles. Unlocks heavy armor. Okay, equip heavy armor is way up here. Damage and accuracy, assault training, weapon damage. Reset the cooldown times on all your talents so they can be used immediately. I kind of like having her as a tank. You need, what do you need for this? Assault rifles, and then you need pistols for shotguns. I'm okay with you having the assault rifles. I don't think I'll go into sniper rifles because that's what I have. Restores 30% of your shield per second. Let's get another point in combat. Then you, friend. Pistol damage and pistol accuracy, so you should be going pistols. Let's do barrier, throw, sentinel, cooldown time of biotic and tech talents too. I guess 1 there. So you should actually be going pistols. Kaden. Oh shoot. Okay, can we unequip this? How do we, like, just get rid of it? 'Cause I'd rather have you. That's not gonna be useful right now. How do we unequip? I don't want you to equip that. Details? No, that's what we just clicked. Oh, empty. Right? That unequipped it. Perfect. And then we'll give you the cooldown reduction on your pistol. Okay. Now, let's get back into things. So, if we press shift, you need to go to pistols. Boom. You're sticking on assault rifles. Shield boost. So why aren't you guys... I don't think they're using that, like, automatically. Okay, if we just walk up to something, it'll give us cover. That's good to know. Plasma containment cell. Can we hit that shot? I like how we're front line, even though we're the sniper. Out of curiosity. Yeah, go ahead and use that.
Bullseye.
Who just straight up killed him? Okay, that's cool.
Perimeter clear.
So yeah, we might have to use their abilities. Even though I selected all at the beginning. Seems weird. Our health is looking good. Train controls activate. Don't think we missed any loot. Let's get to it. What's his name? Cyrus?
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
The entire colony? Oh no. This dude's a major villain. Okay. Dude, I don't know what I want my squad to be. What is this?
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry!
Shoot,
we
4
need to
charges
find them all and
remaining.
shut them down.
We got 5 minutes. This is a time mission. And we gotta move. They didn't kill you? You get shields, huh? That's fancy. Okay, time out. So we gotta be like looking at them. The locks. Oh, she is using it. Right? Yeah, they are using their abilities. Okay, cool.
Now
Oh,
the Geth's
jeez.
fine.
Okay. Let's get a move on. There's another charge right there. Nice. Yeah, they're definitely using their abilities. Okay, cool. I don't know what the hotbar is for up top. Or how we set that. I want the crate, obviously. Pistol and sniper rifle. What is that X on the minimap? Can you disarm? There we go. Was that the only way to go around? Okay, we gotta go this way. Make it on the double. On the double. Oh, we're fatigued? I didn't realize there was a stamina bar in this game. Learning something new all the time. Oh, this is where, what's his name is, yeah. Now, hold on.
Get down!
Dink! Nice, make that hit him. Okay. I might go pistol. Let's check out the pistol. Okay, that's not horrible.
All targets down.
Is that the last charge? Where's the last charge?
Smells like smoke and death.
Yo, are we about to lose? Boom. Hurricane, sniper, and a sniper. Oh, here it is. Dude, don't tell me it's on the other side. Did we screw that up? Or is it over here? We gotta do this quick. Oh dear. Oh, it's gotta be on the other side, huh? I think we got enough time though. Minute 37. Dude, we gotta find a way to increase the stamina. The stamina is awful. Dang, how do we miss this? Okay.
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
So now what? Now we can check out that thing? Is he gonna be here now? Investigate the Prothean. Oh, this is the beacon.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Now we're getting absorbed.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. Too dangerous.
Dude, were we supposed to make something out of that? That was way too quick. I have no idea what that was. Crazy. Achievement.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
This guy's crazy. Who is this lady?
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
What happened?
How did I end up here? How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Do we know it's a vision?
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Okay.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll
Well,
stand
what's the
behind
problem?
you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren.
Saren.
That other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I don't know. I'm just gonna say a warning.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Okay, so what? We're going to the Citadel right now? It's kind of cool.
Hey, Commander. I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Might as well be nice. We're a nice guy. We're a nice guy. Hayden, he's alive.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Okay, can't talk to these people. I'm assuming with these people standing right here, this is the way to go.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
Okay, seems like a good guy.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Oh, well, thank goodness.
I should go.
That's
Goodbye,
great,
Commander.
because we just took him on a mission, so we can't have him bugging out on us. I wonder what's back there. We'll explore the ship at another time. I hope.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Oh, examine nav manual. Oh, cool. We get a codex from it. Galaxy map doesn't look like we can use yet. Alright, Joker. What is this? It's like maybe an elevator for later on. See, what is this stuff? That's just pointing to the galaxy map, which I don't think we can open yet. We gotta talk to Joker first. I don't understand what the X is. Is that like just something of importance? Is that to continue the story?
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Let's see what it looks like. Oh, this is the Citadel? No, that's just how we warp jump. That's what I thought. Normandy's a pretty cool ship. Oh, fancy. Jeez.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Oh,
Why so
boy.
touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy.
Isn't that the captain?
Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
The same
Roger,
voice?
Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
Kind of funny.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Very cool. Dude, the episode's already half over. Time flies on this game. I think that means I'm enjoying it.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Seren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Jeez.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Seren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on
What did I do?
Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres.
Dude, I don't want to
with me,
join the
Captain.
Spectres anyways.
I want to go over a few things before the hearing.
Get these guys out of here.
Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
I like Ashley's
That's
armor.
why I hate politicians.
The white school. The white and red. We need some better armor. The camo ain't it, Chief. Important locations are marked on your map. Follow the pulsing arrow on your radar to the Citadel Tower. Oh, nice. Ooh, Dina's office? So are the blue dots? Oh, blue dots are squad members. A store? Ooh, the Emporium. Vehicle, plot, mineral, point of interest. Okay, they're points of interest. Anomaly, debris, surveyed, transition, which I'm assuming is like an elevator. Computer console, easy decryption. Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Row Cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Do you? Do you want to send in a recon team? Okay, so which way should we go? Alright, let's see what this is. Whoa.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash. Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong. And it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort. I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human. Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
These people are... It's kind of cool.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell.
That's cool. We get
Good day to you,
XP.
human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
We get XP from talking to them.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
He don't like us.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
But why?
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Interesting.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Din. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions.
So he really just mad about the position.
Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Yeah, he's mad about the Council position.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, EarthClan.
It is cool that we get like XP for that though. Whoa. What kind of species is that? Well, this stuff is cool. I'm gonna try and talk to everybody. Okay, what do we have here? I don't think we can go to the right. No. It's not even part of the map. Okay.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Okay, Avina.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Okay.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium.
Important enough, eh?
The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard
That's a long
years
time.
ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies
I'd probably
have
be
been
pretty
added.
upset too.
The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago,
Wow.
despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy.
So why us?
The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
I wonder if it was what we found on Mars. Is that why?
How come the Volus
Said
were
our
the first
tech
species
jumped like
given an
200
embassy?
years.
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Interesting.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion.
Krogans.
Since then, the three
Those are like
Council
the big
races have
guys.
worked together to ensure the peaceful
We haven't seen
coexistence
them
of the
yet.
galactic community. while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information
Oh, you have to listen through
and
all the
simple
dialogue.
interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and
So
thank you for using Avina.
I'm assuming
Please
these
enjoy your
guys
visit to the Citadel.
are Solarians. These guys are Asari. The guys that start with the T's. It's too much. It's too much. I can't. It's too much to keep up with. Dude, I want to go across and explore this shop.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Okay, cool. So we got some stuff back here. Oh yeah.
Regroup.
Forgot E. Diplomat. Elcor diplomat. Archive.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Hey, that gave us a level. Squatty. Alright, so we have full charm. I kind of want to get into first aid. I feel like we should be healer first aid. But I also like having the electronics. Like, should we really be healer? Like, let's be for real here. Because we're meant to focus on damage. Let's get one more in pistol, so that way we can kind of make our way towards unlocking sniper rifles. Fitness could be nice. Immunity. Holy cow. Shield capacity. Unlock damping. But we can't see what damping is. Let's do one in decryption, one in electronics. Okay. I kind of like your throw. Pistol damage, sure. Because, I mean, I'm already using decryption. Stasis immobilizes a single target. That could be really cool. Because I feel like we're already making you the tank, yeah? So hold on. We only have the 2 points. Let's do Ashley first. She's more so of a tank. Yeah, reset talents. That's pretty huge. Allows limited health regen. Increases health. Okay. So since you're more of a tank, but that's only for yourself. That doesn't necessarily mean you have high health. You just have high shield. If I look at me, electronics, damping, decryption, and first aid. So you have decryption and then electronics. Ooh, you have medicine though. Knocks out an organic enemy for 1 second. That's all medicine does? Improves the recharge time on squad healing. Grants the neural shock ability. Maybe we should have you as our healer. And eye sticks more to damage. I don't mind that. Okay, yeah, we'll do that for now. We have a bunch of codexes. Extinct races, those would be cool. Non-sapient creatures, council races. Some of that stuff would be cool to go over, but... Dude, there's so much to do in this game. Like, there's so much lore. Maybe we could always, like, end a video going over some of the stuff. That could be kind of cool. Okay, that leads us back out, so let's see what's over here first. Oh, this is the, CSEC?
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
I'm not gonna say we're not favorites, because it certainly does seem like it, I'll be honest.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law.
That's fair.
Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
It's a bit naive.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job.
Depends what the laws are.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres, they'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable.
I agree.
Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it.
Okay, he knows about Saren a bit.
Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
No.
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Okay.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Fair enough.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
I don't mind that guy. He seems alright. Computer Council. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet? Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking ETA cluster? Hawking ETA cluster? Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. Trying to start a rebellion? A biotic rebellion? Oh, jeez.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
The sauna? Where does this lead? Oh, it doesn't look like anywhere? No.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
You know who I am?
Your arrival created a bigger-than-average stir among the diplomats and hangers-on around here. There's always something new happening around here. I could fill you in on some points of interest if you'd like.
Sure.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies, not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Okay.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Well, thanks for the info, dude.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
We got some interesting people to meet and places to go.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
All right, lady.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jess? Just talk.
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Oh boy.
Shut up, Frederick. What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Well,
Relax,
guy.
Private. This isn't an inspection. Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
Is he on the ship with us?
Have fun, that is.
Are these guys on the ship? They part of our crew? Okay, so we've done... Now we need to cross the bridge. It's telling us we need to take that, but... I kind of want to see what all this stuff is. Wait, how do we go back to the map? Dude, there's so much stuff here. Maybe we'll wait on that? I don't know. I just kind of want to explore. Okay. How do we get across? This is like underneath. It doesn't really look like underneath goes anywhere. Oh, nice. CSEC Academy, Citadel Tower. Use Citadel Rapid Transit to travel quickly between major locations. As you explore the Citadel, more locations will unlock. Oh, cool. Fast travel within the Citadel? Financial District? Are we going the right way? Yeah. We just wrap around right here. That's, oh, those were the big guys I was talking about. Kroken? Is that what they call them? The only reason, I don't know why I remember that, but something I remember from my old runs. Alright, consort chambers are down here.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
Right? We're going the right way?
5 times? Why? What? How should I know? It's not...
Welcome. I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services.
Who
But
is
if you
this
wish to
lady?
leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Nelina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
Do we want to ask how?
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Oh, we would.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Whoa.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Oh.
Yes, of course, mistress.
Are they about to make me edit?
It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
What does she want to see me for?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself. Just head upstairs. She'll
She
be
just
waiting
wink
for
at
you.
me? Alrighty. Well, seeing as that we are at an hour mark, for those of you who are not interested in the lore, I'm going to go ahead and end things here. But for those of you that are interested, I wouldn't mind taking like 5 minutes at the end of each episode to go over some of these things. I think it would be cool. I think it would be fun to learn a little bit more. So, if you guys aren't interested, feel free to end the video here. For those of you that want to stick around, let's go ahead and dive into it. Weapons, armor, and equipment. The development of practical manufacturing omni-tools allows modern militaries a great deal of flexibility in equipment loadouts. A vast number of field modification kits, or upgrades, are available for common equipment such as weapons, armor, omni-tools, biotic amps, and even grenades. An upgrade kit typically consists of less than a dozen unique parts and an optical storage disc. When loaded into an omni-tool, the OSD provides all technical specifications required to manufacture the tools and additional parts necessary to install the upgrade into another piece of equipment. Assembly is typically modular, and installation can be completed in less than a minute. Since omni-tools are designed to use common battlefield salvage materials such as plastics, ceramics, and light metals, rendered into semi-molten omni-gel for quick use, it is quite possible for a trained soldier carrying upgrade kits to customize gear on the battlefield to fit the current tactical situation. Very nice. Alright, personal history summary. We've already gone over that. Technology. Biotic amps. Biotics manipulate mass effect fields using dozens of element zero nodules within their nervous systems that react to electric stimuli from the brain. Amplifiers allow biotics to synchronize the nodules so they can form fields large and strong enough for practical use. Amplifiers can improve a specific discipline or talent. An implant is a surgically embedded interface port into which amps are plugged in. On humans, the implant is usually placed at the base of the skull for convenient access, though the user must be careful to keep it free of contaminants. Implant ports can fit a variety of amps, and there is a growing market for modifications and add-ons. The finest quality implants and amps are manufactured by Asari artisans, but the Alliance's L3 implants, first deployed in 2170, are a significant step forward. Starships and sensors. Light lag prevents sensing in real time at great distances. A ship firing its thrusters at the Chiron relay can be easily detected from Earth, 5.75 light hours, 6 billion kilometers away. but Earth will only see the event 5 hours and 45 minutes after it occurs. Due to the light speed limit, defenders can't see enemies coming until they have already arrived. Because there is FTL travel and communications but no FTL sensors, frigates are crucial for scouting and picket duties. Passive sensors are used for long-range detection, while active sensors obtain short-range, high-quality targeting data. Passive sensors include visual, thermographic, and radio detectors that watch and listen for objects in space. A powered ship emits a great deal of energy. The heat of the life support systems, the radiation given off by power plants and electrical equipment, the exhaust of the thrusters. Starships stand out plainly against the near absolute zero background of space. Passive sensors can be used during FTL travel, but incoming data is significantly distorted by the effects of the Mass Effect envelope and Doppler shift. Active sensors are radars, and high-resolution LADARs, laser detection and ranging, that emits a ping of energy and listen to return signals. LADARs have a narrower field of view than radar, but LADAR resolutions allows images of detected objects to be assembled. Active sensors are useless when a ship is moving at FTL speeds. Alright, let's see some of this primary stuff.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Salarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Wow. Okay.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kaige, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
Okay.
The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor's speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and subvocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry. Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky, and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys.
Very cool. Well, we will start getting into some of this other stuff in future episodes. Like I said, I wouldn't mind doing like the last 5 minutes of each episode to catch up on some of the lore. But for right now, we are going to go ahead and end things here. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.